you're facing overwhelming enemy odds, you don't attack them a whole lot, you attack the centre of gravity. And their centre of gravity is their moral authority, which we are
chipping away.
Rapidly chipping away at. Well, I'm not, but my wonderful team. I just sit there and
Well done, David. I like what you said this morning in the court about the walls of Jericho and the whistleblowers.
Yeah, the walls of Jericho. I've always had been drawn to that story where they just go around blowing the trumpets. They walk around the impregnable fortress of Jericho day after day, 7 days. God tells them it's all going to work out. They blow the trumpets. They bang the drums, they blow the trumpets, they bang the drums. On the seventh day, the walls just fall down.
Yeah.
I want to ask
So
her.
may it be for our whistleblowers who blow those whistles.
Yeah, blow those whistles. Circle the court, blow the whistles, and without even firing a shot, their defence is before.
I want to ask a very dumb, non-lawyer question, a layman's question. Your motive for doing what you did is not even a hint of the 39 murders in Afghanistan. If that would be brought out even to this judge trying to determine whether they'll give you leave for appeal, wouldn't that have some kind of impact? Why you did what you did?
Well, I mean, it's not just that. The biggest war criminals of all were those who ran the war badly, causing us to lose casualties, spend $6 trillion, destroy Afghanistan forever, and then hand it back to the Taliban. I would like to see some of them have to explain themselves. The war crimes are not just shooting, a soldier shooting someone. A lot of the time, bad leadership leads to bad soldiers. And we had hopeless leaders who encouraged dishonesty, who encouraged cover-ups, who rewarded dishonesty. And the idea that I have breached national security but none of them have is an abomination.
Yeah, and so say all of us.
David, what do you think about strict liability section, such as Section 29, being exported into
Well, it's wrong. It's wrong on a number of different levels. 29B actually has a defence for me because it says you've got a duty to follow lawful orders. Now, under that, people that we've heard from Robert Smith's case, soldiers that were ordered by him, his junior soldiers, to put a bullet in an Afghan's head, that clearly wasn't a lawful order. Or if it was, I mean, they can't have it both ways. Was that wrong or not? Now, I would say it's clearly wrong. So, it's wrong to say that the fact that you could never ever, under any circumstances, whether it's the Holocaust, whether it's a village full of decapitated babies, that you could ever give that information to the media. For the army to say that, that's not a lawful order. To say that you can use defence regulations to cover up crime and to order people like myself, legal officers, what an abomination that is. Some of us we can force the law. To say that the military could lawfully say, even if there's 10 dead babies, you cannot, and it's in a piece of paper, you could never give that to journalists. That's an unlawful order. That's not a lawful order that I have to follow. So the idea that it's mutually exclusive, I either follow the direction not to give out documents to journalists, or I didn't do my duty. That's wrong. Your duty may well be to give documents to journalists. It was never, those acts are never contemplated to cover up crime. It's the idea you don't give the documents to the Chinese or whatever. That's fine. You don't leave them on the bus. But that doesn't mean you never give them to journalists to uncover crime.
Is it lawful to cover up evidence of crime?
No, absolutely not. And that's why the prosecution hate it, because they know if I win, it will allow people to uncover government crime. And that's what they really hate, because there is so much of it.
So you cannot classify a crime?
Well, classification doesn't involve a cast iron protection against revealing illegal activity. It's just, and also everything's overclassified. As I said, secret. We put secret stamps on where the toilets were in Afghanistan. Everything in Afghanistan had a secret stamp on it. Now the government tries to argue a secret stamp means it will actually damage national security in a major way. That's how full of shit they are. The toilets in a war we didn't fight. We haven't been fighting for 10 years. That is not a piece of information which could actually damage our country's national security.
But if the material that you leaked actually reveals a crime, that's no longer a classified document then, is it?
You cannot use, and that's one of the laws they have in the US. It's an offence to use a document's classification in order to cover up crimes.
Executive order.
13526, section 1.7.
She knows it.
She knows it.
What is it? Executive order 13526, section 1.7.
Now we are going executive order.
Obama's
Catherine.
law in 2009, it's illegal to classify evidence of a crime or something that just would cause embarrassment.
Thank you, Kathy Logan.
Thank you, David.